Good morning, viewers. Welcome to another video. And today we're back on iRacing for some more official races. We've got the BMW M2 Cup car at the Nordschleife for 3 laps. Not really sure what to expect. Probably going to be a bit chaotic because you know it's the Nordschleife series. But let's just get straight into it. Crash in the back. That is. Okay, so the sim did crash, so we will be starting from the pit lane. The pace car is coming round now. Like, it literally just completely turned off, right as we went to grid up. So I've started now, but we are going to be forced to take a pit lane start. Might be a blessing in disguise, we'll just have to find out. But away we go.
2,170.
And I don't know, oh, I'm on the wrong pit button. And right, away we go. Out into this race. So, a bit of a chaotic start. But we're going to get away now. We're going to be right at the back of the field for this first lap. But hopefully we can, you know, catch up. There's a small dab of the brakes down through, can't remember the name of that corner. Hatson back, I believe. 4th gear for the left-hander. Staying in 4th. But we're going to be on cold tyres, which is going to be the biggest challenge on this first lap, but we're already catching up to the back of the pack. You saw those yellow cars up there on the left. Oh, we've got a car off there. That is Clint Gordy in the number 20, in the number 11, I believe that was. But down to 3rd gear, so we've survived this formation, this sort of first sector. But now our job is to basically just keep our nose clean and pick up as many positions as we can as over the Flugplatz. Small dab of the brakes on the way in. But keeping it in 5th gear for the double right-hander. That Clint Gordy has disconnected already, so he's already given up. Unlucky. But dropping down the hill, 6th gear. There goes the black car on the right. That's going to be a dangerous move if you can get it done, though. As, oh, I had a little bit of a jink of the steering wheel over the crest. And, oh, we got problems. And I'm late on the brakes on this yellow car, but there are so many cars dead here at the hairpin. That's utterly terrifying, but we're going to get through it. 4th gear. Oh, there's a rogue front bumper there. I believe that's coming off the black car. But dropping down through the compression, I'm going to really back out of this because I do not know what's going to happen. That car has damage, but I think we're going to get through not too bad. We're going to stay to the left. Oh, and he's going to miss his braking marker. The car with damage. They've made contact. And, oh my goodness me. That is absolutely terrifying from the black car. He's off. But we're going to get through. I thought about going past him there, but I'm not doing that if he's just going to dive to the left-hand side with that wrecked car. But we're okay so far. As we go past Rebel Tree. Hello, Rebel Tree. Down towards double left-hander. 4th gear. And really revving it out. And then 3rd. So, I guess maybe our main rival at the moment is this yellow car. Ethan Coyne in the number 30. Up to 4th. Back down to 3rd for the right-hander. Round we go. Not too bad. So, we do have a little bit of pace at the moment. But I think that pit lane start with the crash of the sim was a bit of a blessing in disguise, to be completely honest with you all. As round we go.
First stop, right side.
We've got a car stopped on the right. Oh, now on the left. Oh, he's in the middle of the circuit. Trying to spin it back around. Not the place to be doing that there, son. Out of there we go. So, we're just going to try and stay behind Ethan Coyne in the number 30. We're going to see if we can pick up a position or two. Maybe up towards Bravery Corner. Might be a good place to do it. Definitely not into here. But now, powering away. Oh, we got a good exit compared to Ethan. And Richard Newman in the black car in front. But nothing is going to be doing here, so we're going to back out of it. Just playing it safe. This whole series is about survival. I mean, it's the same with most here on iRacing. Away we go. This is now coming up to Bravery Corner, this next, so this bit is all flat. Ethan's going to have a look. Yeah, he's going to get alongside. That's going to be nip and tuck. Oh, they made a bit of contact by the looks of things. And he's going to be forced to tuck back in. Richard moves the block, so it's getting dicey here on this first lap. Up to 6th gear. But the next car ahead of these guys are 5 seconds ahead, so looks like our battle is going to be with this. As up to Bravery Corner here. Ethan's going to get in front. I'm going to downshift, get down to 5th gear. As I don't want to go up the back of Richard. And we've got Joseph Friday behind us. Into the kink. And now full power. Where do we go? We're going to stay behind. Oh, he was very early on the brakes. Nearly went straight up the back. I did not expect that from Richard, but we're going to get a really nice exit. Rich is going to be killed because of some oversteer. Up towards the carousel. 3rd gear. And, oh, I missed it slightly. 2nd gear. That's going to allow Joseph straight through. So that was a bit of an error from myself. But now this is a good chance to go around the left-hand side of Richard. I've got the run. And this might not end well. But no, we're through. We got that move done. So we're back up into a neutral position. We lost the position, but then we instantly gained one back on a different car. But, oh, clipping the curbs. The enormous curbs here at the Nordschleifer. Always unsettling a car, no matter how big it is. And bouncing over these bumps. Oh, my God. So we've got to catch back up with Joseph. This is who we need to catch back up with. I have no idea what position we're in. I was supposed to be 13th on the grid. But starting from the pit lane, you know, don't know. So it'll be updated at the end of this lap. 3rd gear into the left-hander. This is coming up now to YouTube corner. On the brakes. And then using that curb on the left. That is a curb we can use. Back down to 3rd. And tucking in behind the 24 of Joseph Friday. I should be able to get past him, I think. I've got judging based off the last few corners, I have a bit more pace than he does. But it's not going to be easy. It never is easy around the Nürburgring, around the North Loop. As down towards the jump. This is definitely going to be a jump. Oh, front wheels off the ground. Through the right-hander, we've got a a red and yellow flag, meaning there's something on the track, a little bit of gravel, which we just passed through. And oh, Joseph going a bit wide through there. He's going to leave the circuit. He's going to hit the curb. And that's going to kill his momentum. Where's he going?
Left side.
But we're going to go through, and he's going to bail out of it as we're dropping down to 4th gear for the right-hander, and then 3rd gear for the left-hander. But that was a bit 50-50 there. I didn't quite like that. Now for the sort of half carousel, whatever they call that corner. Not a corner I'm very fond of. Oh, we've got a slow car up in front. That's pink Timothy Cherney. Around the right-hander we go. But we're nearly at the end of this first lap. Not really sure what the lap time is going to be. It could be anything for all I know. But
you were breaking the
although I did go past Joseph, it has left me in a bad position because he will have the slipstream all the way down this straight up towards the kink under the bridge and then the final sort of sector. So I can't do much against this. He might just have to come through.
Keep to the left.
There he goes. In the black and white car, the number 24.
Clear on the right.
So we're going to tuck back into the slipstream. We've got 2 laps to go, so the leader has just crossed the line. And I might just get him back here. Through the kink. Oh, wow, he really moved over there. Didn't expect him to do that. But it's okay, he's allowed to. And he's on the brakes early. So 3rd gear. Into the right-hander. There's the pit lane entry, and we've got 2 laps to go. So still got a long way in this race. Through the final corner. And I took a bit of a different line to him. He got a bit of better exit. And we are P15 over the line. So we've gained quite a lot of positions considering we started from the pits. But there's even more to be gained as we drop down on this 2nd lap. 4th gear on the way through. Up to 5th. And then on the brakes for the right-hander. And I think we do have the pace to get past Joseph. But I just got to actually get past him.
We were 1 second from each other, mate.
For that curve.
I couldn't react from that. I'm sorry.
Dropping down into the right-hander. And here we go, up towards the Flugplatz. So that Timothy Cherney in front in the 25 looking slow. We're gaining more time on him
You
here.
want to keep seeing my lap?
I'm not going to make any sort of move up into Flugplatz, although he did defend it. I was never going to do it though, because that's just a death sentence. But now we can get a better exit, maybe on the way down to Arenberg. Might just get him. We'll tuck it to the slipstream. Really use the whole rev range. Want to maximise that power output. And we've actually got a different car behind us now, Keith Wheeler. It's a small jump over the crest. Oh, and he's on the brakes so much. And no move doing there into the hairpin. Although I did have a little look. I tried something. Because he was early on the brakes into Arenberg and then was late on the brakes into the hairpin. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Bit unpredictable, but I'm going to have to work out something. I would dearly love to get past him into the compression. Is he going to be early? He is early on the brakes. Oh, no, we've both made a mistake. I was target fixated on him, but somehow we've both kept that out of the wall. Actually, I think he did hit the wall. Second gear. And then third. But yeah, I definitely think he clipped the wall. I didn't, luckily, but I definitely think he did. Because I heard the noise. So which way is he going to go now? Nothing doing. Actually, he's gone wide. He has gone wide.
On your right.
That's going to allow us up the inside. Third gear.
Clear.
And I went a bit deep, but that's a move. That's us up into P14. There you go. So, opportunistic from me, but it paid off. Definitely paid off. And now we get to drive away. Oh, never mind. He's going to come back at me here through the chicane. I left him space, but he's backed out of it.
I'm not making excuses.
And that's an off track, apparently.
I didn't try to
Bit
make
harsh.
him move.
And no, I'm off.
Clear.
Damn it,
Right
I'm in the
side.
wall.
Clear on the right.
And that's going to
On
be
your
us
right.
down a few positions. And now I've got a car on my
Go
right. Second gear for the hairpin. And that was really messy from
Keep to the
me.
left.
And now we're
Clear
going to
on
go
the
back
right.
behind Ali as well. Damn it. That's really frustrated me. I gave the guy space. I gave Joseph space. And I missed the corner because he was trying to overtake at a very impossible point. So now I'm going to have to get back past these guys. Ugh. But it was a mistake for me. And that's really offset my whole rhythm. So that's us down to P17 now, I believe. Around the left-hander.
We got a car stopped ahead.
On the brakes, we got a car stopped ahead apparently. No yellow flags.
Car stopped
Oh,
on the
there
left.
it is.
Go right.
Yeah, so there was no yellow flag for that. There should have been. That's Keats Reynoso in the 29 car. He was in P10. So he's a bit screwed. He's going to drop him quite a few places. Not sure if that was contact or if it was just a spin on his own. But I've got to catch back up with these guys. This is really important now. Up to 6th gear. As we head up towards Bravery Corner. 6/10 between me and Ali. I don't really know how you say that. 5th gear for Bravery Corner. And I was a bit... Oh, that was a bit close. I was a bit too brave through there. Into the kink. Round we go. Nicely done there. Into the right-hander. Past the kink. And we've got... Oh, a car slow up there. And I haven't blinded
Car
my
stopped on the left.
wipers, which is a problem. We've got a car stopped on the left, apparently. Oh, yeah, there's a car spun out on the inside of Carousel there. But we had a much better run than Torchio through Carousel, so a move might just be on soon. If I can sort of find a gap, bully my way through, because that's the way you pass around here, is just bullying through the left and right-handers. Drifting out a little bit, touching both those curves, which I didn't really want to do. 3rd gear and then 4th over the crest. And for the right-hander on the brakes. That wasn't bad, and we get to use some of that curb on the inside because that is a usable one. 3rd gear. And Torchio looks a bit quicker than me through this through the 3rd sector, which isn't great because I want to be as close to him as I can for the back straight before the final corners. And out we go, come on. But yeah, there's a battle forming here, quite a few cars in close proximity, so it'll be slowing those guys down while I'm in about a second of free air. It'll be crucial for us. Look at them all there. 5th gear. Oh my god, that jump was mental. I took so much speed into there, I wanted to catch up. And that's why you don't take much speed, and there was a front bumper sitting on the road there. So someone's had a bit of a moment through these corners. We might be catching up to somebody soon. They might be meatballed, I'm not sure. We got smoke. Yes, oh, there we
On
go.
the left. Go right.
And we're braking. They're all dead. Is he going to come back
Go
onto
right.
the track? He nearly killed me. And
Car
these
on your
guys
left.
are all dead.
Clear on the
Oh
left.
my
Clear left.
Jesus Christ. That was absolutely terrifying.
Okay, stay down, sorry.
And maybe we can get
Okay,
past Joseph now because we have the opportunity. He's slow. He's very slow. And he's all over the place. He must have a bit of damage, surely. But that just eliminated so many cars there. As through the double right-hander. We've got Richard now back in this with us. After he dropped back. But we're going to get a better exit than Joseph. 0.4 of a second is the gap. And that is definitely slipstream range. He's weaving to break the slipstream. He isn't allowed to do that, technically, by the letter of the law. But we should catch him. 0.3 of a second. Now 0.2, and we should just fly past him. We're going to the left,
Right
and he
side.
jinxed. That was a reactionary move. Not
Hold the
happy,
line,
Jan,
hold the
with
line.
that one.
Clear.
But we're well clear of him now. Timothy Cherney has disconnected, but that was an enormous crash. That eliminated, I think, 3 cars. Oh, as Joseph goes off the road. And then on the brakes, 5th, 4th,
White flag. One more
and
lap
then
to go.
3rd. We're on the white flag lap now, so 3 of 3 laps. We're going to have 1 more lap to do. We basically just got to keep it on the road. And we should be all good. We're going to see what position we're in. It's going to be, at the moment,
42.19.
we are
You're in the
P10.
top
So
10.
we might just finish in the top 10 here. That would be absolutely incredible if we managed to do that. But this whole lap, I've got to break away from Joseph now. That is absolutely job number 1. Top of the list. We've got to get away from Joseph. Because he is going to be a real pain in my ass for the rest of this lap if I don't. And he's going to be threatening to pass me. He does have the racecraft. Kind of. He's a bit aggressive with it, but he looks like the type of person who knows how to throw a move and to pull one off relatively cleanly. So I've just got to get away. Run away! Run away! Run away! Gap is now 0.7 of a second as we head up to the Flugplatz. And we've got 5.1 seconds to Michael Lambert in front.
We're almost out of fuel. We might not make it to the end.
What do you mean we're almost out of fuel? How many laps left do I have? We've got 2 laps of fuel remaining. That's all good. That is just the engineer being pessimistic as fuck, but we're all good. Down towards Arenberg, and we are actually catching up to Michael Lambert slightly. You know, we gained a few tenths of a second so far. And then a dab of the brakes on the way into Arenberg. Left-hander. 3rd gear. And we're really annihilating these tyres. Well, that's just how I drive this car. I don't really know how to tyre save it in M2. But we're making progress. Just trying to get away. We've got a yellow flag. There was a yellow flag briefly. That might have been for behind. There's no one stopped in front. Oh no, there is someone stopped in front looking at the relative. 4th gear. Oh, and Joseph is in the wall hard. That surely would have broken the wheel, and he's gone.
Got a slow car on
That
the left.
is
The car
really good
behind
for
is
us.
going off.
And we've got a slow car on the left. 2nd and then 3rd gear. But yeah, Joseph is gone. He's absolutely had it. That has totally broken the right front tyre, or wheel, sorry. Wishbone and all. That's just gone now. Down to 4th gear. And it was Ralph Nozel was the one with the accident. That is now the car in front of us, the orange car, the number 8. So we might just catch up to him, but it's also cost Michael Lambert a bit of time. So there are still positions to be made in this race before the end. Obviously only a lap to go, but it's a long lap around here. So it's not completely over yet. Just bouncing over the curb. This is probably the section of track might just be the slowest at. Is this triple right-hander into the hairpin. Down to 3rd gear. Then 2nd. Grabbing both apexes. That was really nicely done. And away we go. But this is going to be super good for my iRacing at the moment if I can finish here. Might just bring me up. Don't know about safety rating. I've had 2 X's both off tracks. So I guess we'll see. So down we go. 3rd gear for the right-hander. And on the power as early as I can. That was pretty good. And Michael Lambert has actually pulled away from us slightly. In that previous sort of section. The left-hander. 3rd gear. Turning in early. Don't use that curb. And it's now 1.9 seconds to Ralph. So we are catching him. He definitely does have damage. I believe he's missing that rear bumper So he must have he must have spun and backed it into the wall at the compression, or unless he's been rear-ended, could be another possibility. But this is exactly what we need to be doing with about half a lap to go. No, look, it's still on, and there are still passing opportunities on the rest of this lap as we head up to Bravery Corner. He was on the grass there. We're going to be turning in early, and that was absolutely perfect through there. We're going to gain 0.4 of a second on him up towards the kink. Then getting it turned in. 1.3 seconds now, the gap. Down to third gear, and he's missed the apex quite catastrophically, has Ralph, in the number 8. And out we go. So this is not over yet, and I'm really hustling this car, absolutely maximising the pace. So round we go. I've missed the carousel just about. That's really going to cost me time. That cost me 0.8 of a second. Oh no, nearly a second actually is how much that cost me. So that's not good at all. So I'm going to have to make it up elsewhere on this lap. Down to 4th for the left and right-handers. Two of my favourite corners on the track actually, believe it or not, with those two we just went through. And out we go. And it's close still. Dab of the brakes. Left-hander. And jumping over that curb. That was about as quick as I could have been through there, I reckon. And then dropping it down to third gear. There you go. Round we go. Into the right-hander. Now use all that curb on the exit. 2.3 seconds is the gap to Ralph in front, and he's slowly starting to pull away, but he's now hounding Michael Lambert for the position. So that might just bunch them up, bring me back into it. We've got Larry Love in the number 7 car closing in behind, so he might make a feature on the final straight if he keeps up the pace that he's doing. And then 4th gear is, oh no, I clipped the grass slightly, that's not good, took a bit too much speed. But Larry's done the same, so it's going to cost him more than it did me, because he's fully missed the corner there. 5th gear as we rise over the crests, get close to that curb. This is where we had that huge pile-up crash on the lap before. But down towards the right-hander, 4th gear. And Ralph is getting away from me now, so I don't think that position is going to happen. It was very close. It was getting close at the end of this race. We've got a yellow flag. There's a car off. We might just gain another position. Yellow flag is now gone. And he has towed, so we're going to be up one more place. Very nicely done there. Someone made a mistake coming out of the mini carousel. It's gutting for them, but it's good for us. We're going to gain another position. So we should be P9, I believe. Up to 5th gear as we now head down the straight for the final time. Under the Audi Sport banner. Really revving up this BMW. Doesn't look like Ralph is going to get close to Michael, but he gave it a good effort even with no rear bumper. Larry is 2 seconds behind, so he is not going to challenge as we head up to the final sort of sector. Past the tourist centre on the right. 250 kilometres an hour as we head up to the Bilstein Bridge. Underneath we go, left-hander. Easy flat in basically anything. We've got another yellow flag, brief yellow flag. And I clipped that curb there, I didn't want to do that. But down into the final few corners. 3rd gear, getting it turned in. There's a nice apex over the curb, past the pit lane entry. And through the final corner, we drove a pretty solid race. We made our mistakes, but it's going to be over the line. It is going to be P9. There you go, from pit lane to P9. Honestly, not bad. I'll take that. That was pretty good. That was a solid effort here at the Nordschleifer. Yeah, there you have it. Not too shabby. Hopefully you all enjoyed this video. I had a ton of fun recording this. So, as I say at the end of every video, as I say at the end of every video, take care, have an awesome day, make good choices, stay safe, and I'm going to see you all in the next video. So take care, everybody, have an awesome day.